Welcome to America's Alcohol Certified Education Association Incorporated, a provider of responsible alcohol seller server training. AACEA is a group of hospitality industry professionals who are well versed in all aspects of alcohol sales and service. The founder of AACEA is considered to be an expert in the field of alcohol service amongst the legal community. Our philosophy is to provide alcohol server education focused on customer safety by promoting responsible alcohol sales and service. You can be assured that with AACEA, you'll be given quality information to help you in your employment as a seller server of alcohol. Thank you so much for choosing AACEA for your online training. All materials and components of AACEA Incorporated courses are subject to copyright protection. This includes content, computer codes, presentation, as well as audio recordings and video used throughout this course. This content is owned by America's Alcohol Certified Education Association Incorporated. These materials may not be copied or distributed in whole or in part without the prior written permission of AACEA Incorporated. Some sections of this course may have originated from other sources, such as content published by the United States federal government, as well as other state or local government authorities and agencies that are available for public use. AACEA Incorporated makes no claim of copyright or ownership relating to these words not originated from AACEA. We strongly believe that all sellers, servers, and managers who are trained through our course are better able to identify and prevent sales of alcoholic beverages to minors and intoxicated persons. This curriculum is designed to meet the needs of employees that sell, serve, dispense, or deliver alcoholic beverages under the authority of a license or permit, including persons who immediately manage, directly supervise, or control the sale or service of alcoholic beverages. Our goal as a training provider is to train you so that you understand your responsibilities as a seller, server, or manager, and know techniques to carry out those responsibilities. We are going to begin with a quick tutorial of the AACEA online course. The purpose of this tutorial is to help give you a general idea of what to expect before you begin. If you have questions or experience any problems while taking the online course, please click on one of the tabs under the Help menu for guidance, or send us a contact form, which you can find by clicking the Contact button. Basics. There are 8 total modules throughout this course that you will need to pass before taking the final exam and thus completing our course. Each module has its own topic. However, they all have the same general format. Once you've completed a module, you will be required to take a quiz reflecting on what you've learned in that module in order to move on to the next module. You may review modules and quizzes up until the final exam. Once you begin the final exam, you will be unable to go back and review. You do not need to take the entire course in one sitting. The program saves your progress every time you complete a module section. Just make sure to log out whenever you decide to take a break. When you log back into your account, you may click the Resume Course Where You Left Off button, which will bring you directly to the section you left off at. Throughout the course, you'll be asked security questions in order to verify your identity. When a security question pops up, you must type in your answer the same way you entered it when you first registered. This includes capitalizations, spaces, periods, etc. You'll be unable to continue until you enter your security question correctly. If you forget a security question while taking the course, you can email them to yourself by clicking the designated button. What do the modules consist of? The modules consist of videos and interactive activities. Videos will automatically direct you to the next page as soon as they are finished playing. However, interactive activities will require you to click the Continue button at the bottom of the screen in order to move on to the next page of the module. Different types of interactive activities. There are several types of interactive activities in our course. The following is a more detailed explanation for a majority of the following types of activities. Multiple response. These activities will have a question as well as multiple correct answers you can click on. Multiple choice and true/false. These activities will have a question as well as answer choices you can click on. Only one of these choices is correct. After you have finished answering the questions, you can review your answers and see the correct answers. Short essay. These activities will ask you a question or multiple questions and will require you to write a short essay. Once you are finished, you can click on the Continue button in order to look at referenced answers. Other activities will require you to click on pictures and drop-down menus. All interactive activities will display a review page after you have submitted your answer or answers. This page will show the correct answers for that activity. Introduction to the Alcohol Server Training Program. This Alcohol Server Training Program is intended to educate licensees and their employees about selling, serving, and consuming alcoholic beverages. These following terms will come into place throughout the seminar. Approved provider, an individual, unincorporated association, partnership, or corporation approved by the program administrator to provide server training courses. Commissioner, the Commissioner of the State of Michigan Liquor Control Commission. Server, any employee of a licensee who is authorized to sell or serve alcoholic beverages in the normal course of his or her employment or deals with customers who purchase or consume beverage alcohol. Minor, persons under the age of 21. OWI, operating while intoxicated. OWVI, operating while visibly impaired. DUI is referencing OWI and OWVI. BAC, blood alcohol concentration. Seminar objectives. Now let's talk about what we hope to accomplish during this course. By the end of the course, you should understand: number 1, the general laws regarding alcohol sales and service. Number 2, how to recognize problems before they happen. Number 3, how to make certain that minors do not consume, purchase, or possess alcohol at your place of business. Number 4, how to recognize persons who are intoxicated. Number 5, how to prevent people from becoming intoxicated. Number 6, how to deal with intoxicated persons. Number 7, conduct of guests and employees. Number 8, alcohol and how it affects the drinker. Number 9, alcohol and drugs do not mix. Number 10, OWI and how, as a server or seller of alcohol, you can affect it. Number 11, alcohol and prescription drugs as well as over-the-counter drugs. And number 12, techniques for checking identification. Server training requirement. On August 1st, 2001, the MLCC implemented the mandatory server training requirement for licensees obtaining a new on-premise license or transferring more than 50% interest in an existing on-premises license. At a minimum, server-trained supervisory personnel must be employed during all hours alcoholic beverages are served, as outlined in MCL 436.1501. The pertinent provision of MCL 436.1501, being subsection 5011 of the Michigan Liquor Code of 1998, related to this requirement is as follows. Beginning not later than July 1st, 2002, and subject to section 9062 and 3, the Commission shall not issue a new on-premises license or transfer more than 50% interest in an existing on-premises license unless the applicant or transferee offers proof acceptable to the Commission that he or she has employed or has present on the licensed premises, at a minimum, supervisory personnel on each shift and during all hours in which alcoholic liquor is served who have successfully completed a server training program as further described in Section 906. The Commission may allow an applicant or a conditionally approved licensee at least 180 days or more upon showing of good cause to meet the minimum training requirements of this subsection. The Commission may suspend the licensee of a conditionally approved licensee for failure to comply with this subsection. The Commission may waive the server training requirements of this subsection on the basis of either the following circumstances: A, the licensee's responsible operating experience or training, or B, the person's demonstration of an acceptable level of responsible operation either as a licensee during the preceding 3 years or as a manager with substantial experience in serving alcoholic liquor. The MLCC would also like to take this opportunity to remind the licensees that a copy of the Server Training Certification Card issued by the authorized administrator of the Server Training Program must be provided to verify that the server training requirement has been met. None of the approved server training programs provided these server training certification cards directly to the MLCC. It is the licensee's responsibility to comply with the server training requirement within the 180-day time frame to avoid being cited for a violation resulting in fines, suspension, or revocation of the liquor license. Although it can be a house policy that says all persons who serve alcoholic beverages must attend a state-approved alcohol server training. A person who is certified must be in shift at all times. The certification is valid for 3 years from the date you complete the course and pass the final exam. The entire course must be completed before the final exam can be taken. The exam must be completed in one sitting. If you log out in the middle of the exam, you must start the exam over from the beginning. Once you pass the final exam, you will be able to print a certificate of completion as well as a wallet-sized card that you are to give to your employer who submits to the Michigan State Liquor Commission. The wallet-sized card will contain the following: your name, date of birth, date the training was taken, and the expiration date, which is 3 years from the date the final exam was passed. If your certification is lost or destroyed, simply log back into the course and reprint the certification. The seminar you are taking part of does not represent all legal issues concerning liquor laws in Michigan State. Also, each city may have its own regulations pertaining to alcohol service and sales. Please inquire with your local authorities. This concludes Module 1. Let's do a little recap. You should now have a general idea on how this program works, as well as how to navigate through the course. You should also be familiar with how to replace lost, stolen, or destroyed proof of training and the seminar objectives. You may now take the Module 1 quiz.